Feature Friday.
The freshest. Sorry, I was totally consumed by that. That was fantastic. Now we have a brand new name for us.
Nice.
This is Kaleb J and his song "It's Only Me" official lyric video.
It would not be a Feature Friday podcast if we don't discover someone new. Eh?
Absolutely, and this happened in November 2020, so
nice.
It's relatively new.
It's got captions for the love of no.
But it's a lyric video, so
and it's only me as well.
Maybe it's all in English. Let's have a look.
Kaleb J. Someone very requested lately.
Yeah, it's brand new for us too. Ooh. Nice. Okay.
Official lyric video.
Selama ini ribuan hari ku dekat denganmu, lewati berbagai hal ku ada di sisi.
Oh, he's whispering in her ear.
I thought it was a mic.
So did I. But then I saw the wispy hair and I was like, wait a second, that's an ear.
Here's something I think is probably worth highlighting. I actually enjoy more listening to music that's not in English if we're diving into a different industry. Because I feel the language itself. I know lyricism does matter, but I think it's in itself. I just love that refreshing sound and I feel like I'm stepping into a new world, you know?
Yeah, it awakens your sense of wonder.
I think also maybe not awakens, but enhances my ability to comprehend emotion and maybe read better situations through music videos and sounds and depict sounds better. So, because sometimes we do have that conversation, it's like maybe we should recommend or request to Bale and Efra like just music that's sort of in English. That might be from Indonesia or whatever. But it's like no.
No.
Both are welcome. They really are. To a certain extent, this is even better, I feel.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can just if even have to translate it doesn't matter. But I don't know. It feels like it's more aligned with itself when it's in its core mother language.
Absolutely, I agree. I think there is such a sense of genuinity that cannot be, replaced by a second language. It comes with the ground, doesn't it? It comes with the soil, and I think it amplifies the emotional translation, and it amplifies the storytelling purposes of it all. It also, like you said, it awakens your need to understand, and that also enhances your creativity. So because you're like starting to pay attention to details in the music video or visually things that are captivating enough to enhance the storytelling purposes without looking at the lyricism, and it really it becomes a brand new experience. It's not just about the listening experience overall. It becomes an overall stimuli.
Truly immersed.
It is.
I will try and translate it for those also that, like us, that also would like to know kind of the meaning behind the lyrics.
Yeah.
But I certainly find this the most enjoyable.
I think so too. I think it's magical. It amplifies things about human nature that you didn't know you had.
That music's universal. Truly.
Yeah, that's true. Indeed.
I was gonna say he's got such an R&B.
Oh my god! Are we back in 2003? What is this? Okay, the flow that he gained when he flipped into that English.
You see, I love this mix. Go on, please.
Unnecessarily great. Daryl Ong and Kaleb
J need to make a
track.
I was gonna say, I bet he is the R&B heartthrob.
I wouldn't see why not. That is
that voice.
Fantastic. My God.
I will always be the one who pull you up when everybody push you down. It is only me, believe me.
He's wearing a turtleneck or something as well.
I know. And the glasses even is just
vibe.
It is vibes. Oh, it's brilliant. Now I want to learn the whole song. Wow. Yes.
straight to my playlist, dog.
Sendiri ku berharap
Yes.
beri kasih walau tak kembali. I'm maybe not yours and you were not mine, but I'll be there for you when you need me. There's only me.
He's such a hot, like.
Yeah, it's only me.
Imagine sending this to your high school crush.
Yeah.
It is perfect for that.
Motherfucker reminds me of me being in like 2008 and Chris Brown released.
Anything he released, it really.
No, like 2010. I should have kissed you. I should have, and you know, and you just came back from a bowling alley date with your with your year 7 with your year 7 with your year 7 crush. You know, and you felt like you should have fucking kissed her or something, and you bailed out.
Sweaty palms.
Yeah, bailed out and ended up kissing her forehead by accident or her nose. Especially got a big nose like me, got in the way or something. And you're like, fuck!
I should have kissed you.
You listen to it back with your hands in your pockets in the car on the way back home, getting picked up from your mum, you know? I should have kissed you, looking outside the window. Maybe it's raining, you see the reflection in the little droplets.
Window pane.
Yeah. You see the little droplets just
swiveling down the window.
Yeah, dude.
Listen, this is fantastic.
I love this guy.
I love it. It really does bring me back, 2003 vibes. It's like, you're pulling up in the cruise, everybody's listening to this track. It is elite vibes.
It's good, and there's a space in the market for this because I believe.
And it's an aesthetic that's coming back, right? Like sound aesthetic, like bringing back the R&B from 2000s, the early 2000s. And I don't see why not exploit it. People love it.
Yeah, there's certainly a space in the market for that because we all know, I think at this point, I don't think that's a far-fetched thing to say, that the music industry is cyclical. So it's either only a matter of time because R&B has gone so far from its core, like pure R&B, it's become very, very modernized. And when you hear something like this,
it's its own thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's a brand new thing, right?
Modern R&B is nowhere near the same as
this
old R&B. Well, that's not really old R&B. It's just 2000s R&B. It's only 20 years ago.
Well, it's different.
But what the fuck, R&B became that from rhythm and blues, dude? That's madness.
Oh well, just think about it. Not even have to go that as far. Like only the 90s and like Boys to Men, and it's completely different to the R&B we have today.
Oh, of course, but that's a bit closer to Boys
Oh
to
yes,
Men.
definitely.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like 2000s to 90s, it isn't that crazy of a
jump,
change.
Yeah.
Maybe fashion was the biggest thing.
Well, but there was also like TLC happening, that whole movement
But
of R&B.
They revolutionized things.
It became more pop.
Yeah.
More popularized than it was.
But here's a really refreshing take of 90s and 2000s, early 2000s, early 90s and early 2000s.
And still maintaining this really cool new age of modern R&B too, commercial modern R&B that we're hearing so often.
Yeah.
It's nice because it's whispery, but it doesn't become the soft to mellow that has no, like it becomes
punch.
linear. Yeah, this has a punch and it has riffs and runs and it has the peculiarities that we were so familiar with in the early 2000s.
It's a sort of seductive approach to R&B that isn't explicit.
That's right.
Which has kind of been lost a bit, where for some reason now the
if
allure...
it's not explicit, then it doesn't have a punch.
Yeah, the allure of the unsaid is no longer at play. It's now, I'm going to tell you everything. Mm-hmm. And it's like, where the fuck is the mystery, dog?
It's like, yeah, why
her
unveil it all? Stop. Okay.
And instead of telling her, show her, that's what I'm saying. Tell her, come on, big.
You freaking nuts.
But don't say it in the song. Allude to it.
Yeah, I think,
Play to the mystery.
Yeah, the whole poetry aspect of it just really jumped out the window.
Yeah, exactly. So then now it's predictable. I know what you're going to say, bro.
I know where this is going.
Yeah, it's all going to be
we
crazy.
know, Chris Brown. We know. Make
we know.
the bed shake.
We know Summer Walker. We know, mate. We know Tory Lane. Like, we understand.
We understand.
I'm actually enjoying a lot of Tory Lane's work because of those mixtapes in the back. But it was different, You didn't... Now I understand what he's doing, especially now that he's become independent. That's completely fine. Respect it. But...
Respect.
Yeah, dude, it's such enormously...
It is a huge thing.
But those mixtapes really captivated that aspect of, dude, I'm in love with this woman. I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I feel nervous even when I speak to her. And
Yeah.
I saw her walking past my car, and I was like,
And he didn't lose the gang thing. It didn't lose the hard
the
aspect
street
of
culture
it.
of it.
Exactly. So I think it's all about balance, and I think art really can embody both ends of the spectrum. The explicit with the poetry side of things, and everything in between. And I just think it's finding that balance, and
look,
this
it's
is
like-
it.
I'm an R&B fan. I like Bryson Tiller. I like Tory Lanez, and they all make that sort of observation. They all adhere to this observation. If they no longer play to the allure, they don't allude to things. They're so blatant about things. But anyways, to each their own. Go on.
Absolutely. I mean, it has a market.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
It's the market right now,
It is the most popular genre at the moment.
and the market sets the demand. Not
That's
them,
right.
So.
I will always be the one.
But this is the vibe.
When everybody push you down.
And I mean, the octave layer.
Believe me, girl, it's only me. Yeah, it's only me. Aku memang bukan.
Talk to my heart.
Saya tak mau. Namun ku kan selalu ada untukmu.
Even the key changes are
Oh,
so.
yes. Woo. Oh, fantastic.
Huge fan, and
Oh
I'm a
my
huge fan of
God,
doing a lyric
yes.
video like that.
I love that. The music, the music video, everything about it. It was such a great composition of elements. That is beautiful.
Big fan.
Big fan. Would love to know everything about him.
Yeah, about
everything.
Kaleb. And this is one of the huge benefits of sort of just diving into different industries in the world and listening to different music from all around the world.
And
Because
different influences and how they affect different people from different parts of the world.
no, because
It's nuts.
in the like, say for example, you want to listen to like the American market, for example, the charts. You would never be and you liked R&B. You would love this, but maybe you
Yes.
would have never known about it because you didn't know there were other music industries
That's
with
right.
so much quality and arguably better singers than the most popular singers just in the American market.
I agree. And I think-
Certainly higher pedigree of things. Perhaps, like the music videos may not have the fucking millions of dollars of budget that, I don't know, Dua Lipa one has, or, Chris Brown one has, or Beyonce one has. But the vocal pedigree and talent, it's arguably better or just the same level.
And you know what surprises me a lot of the times, that even with the lack of resources, we see really incredible music videos
from all over the world,
all over the world, with different takes and aspects and perspectives, and brilliant at doing a lot with very little. And it's about awakening that creativity and delving deeper into what you can achieve when you have a clear concept, and who's your team and who's supporting you. It's fantastic. That was the most simplistic video, but I was
Loved
hooked.
it, mate. Loved
Hooked.
it.
Fantastic.
Loved it. I think a lot more lyric videos should be taking that approach.
Oh yeah.
It's more dynamic, it's more pleasant.
It's like all the focus is in the lyricism.
Literally.
Say goodbye to anything else.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. Nice.